So we are setting up the infrastructure.
Yeah, I'm saying so.
Okay. Now, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here, what we are going to do is first we are setting up a one forest. Forest is nothing but as like a territory location. First company you are building it. This is your company name. This is called the triangle. What you are seeing, that's called as a domain. Domain name is represented by triangle. Forest is represented by either your square, sorry, square. It may be like a rectangle. Sometime it may be like your oval shape, or you can consider like a circle also. Triangle represent domain. This is called as domain. Okay. Now consider. See, you are setting up a account. Sorry, the company. The company you can give like any name. Consider you are creating the company name in your own name. For example, like a viva.com or kumar.com or krishna.com or chetan.com. Any name you can give. I will give my company name as like Neil Technologies. I'll take the company name as Neil Technology. neiltech.com. Okay, this is the company name. This is my company. See, whatever you are seeing in the outside, like infosys.com, or you can say your wipro.com, those also like a company only. But my company name I gave like neiltech.com. Okay. Now, this is the first company. So, first company, whatever we are creating, this is also called as root domain. Root means the meaning of root is first. The meaning of root is first domain. So first domain is also called as root forest. Root forest means first forest. The second forest is not called as root. Root is nothing but the bottom, fundamental. Okay. Okay. This is called as a first root, first domain. So first domain and first forest is called as root domain as root forest. This is also called this club together. We are calling it as forest root domain. I think you just open the notes in your PDF notes. There is a notes I think it's given where it's mentioned like first root and first domain is called as forest root domain. Okay. Now this is the Neil Tech. Now this Neil Tech is in located. I have opened the in a physical site location called as a Bangalore. Bangalore is what? BLR shortly, right? Bangalore is nothing but a site, physical site. That can also consider like a data center. I think this is already we have discussed. Okay, this is the Bangalore site. Okay, in the Bangalore site you are setting up a domain or setting up a company. But what is the infrastructure required? First, infrastructure is you need a physical site. What I'm trying to say here is I'm setting up this company. To set up the company, first what you need a location. Location that we call it as like a site location. Suppose you want to build a house, you have a plan in mind, but you want to bring it into physical reality. So first you select a location, for example, Bangalore or Delhi. Later what you do, you will go with a layout. You have a layout owner, builder owner. There you will purchase a site. Same way, if I want to set up a lab, I'll select a location. Location is nothing but your Bangalore site. This is the data center location. Later what I do? Later I'll create a I will set up this. I need a setup means I need a computer where I can set up this company data. This computer we are calling it as like a DC or a domain controller. Once I install a domain controller service that is called as ADDS on this server machine, then this server become a domain controller. Clear? Now, this is what I'm doing it. Now, in order to promote this DC, what I've done, the server machine is named I given as like SRV1. In that, what service I installed? The installed a service named as ADDS. When the server is installed with ADDS server, then that server become a domain controller. Okay. Okay. Now we want to promote it. So while promoting, what are the options you are getting on the screen? Okay. Now, Kumar Swami, kindly share your screen. Kumar Swami, share your
ಹಾಂ
screen.
ಸರ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಸರ್
Share your screen. Are you sharing your screen?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ಶೇರ್
I can't see it, man. Stop sharing. Kindly stop and reshare it. Okay, now I can see your screen. Come back to GCP window. Virtual machine window. Sorry, your server machine window. RDC console. Okay. Okay, now here. See, this is the server. Okay, IP address. Okay, now come back to your server machine. SRV1. Which okay. Okay, now here you are here. Okay, what is? I will just take a snapshot. What is the meaning of that? I'll just explain you. This is the major point. Now we are setting up a lab, so you need to be a bit like a conscious. You need to be mindful. Okay.
ಓಕೆ
Now you can stop sharing. I will share my screen.
ಓಕೆ
Okay. Now you are here. Okay. Now what I am trying to explain here. Okay. What is the meaning of this? So this is the meaning. Add domain controller. Add and first what we are doing. We are setting up a domain here. What we are doing here, we are setting up a domain. Why it's called? This is the first domain. First domain means we have to select the first option because this domain control is not existed. First time we are setting up. First time we are setting up means we have to select first option. Okay, what is the meaning of second option? The second option is add a new domain to an existing forest. So first, when we create a first domain or first company name, that company name is also called as first domain as well as first forest. Okay, so this is for first time we are setting up. Suppose my already company existed, I am adding a new domain. When you will going to add a new domain, consider I have a one more 1 minute. I have a company here. Okay, what do you mean by new domain to an existing forest? It means that consider I am opening one subsidiary. Subsidiary means what? Sister concern. One more branch office with one different company. Suppose this neiltech.com is existed in India. I want to open in the UK location. So what my domain name will become? uk.neiltech.com. This is my UK branch office. Neiltech.com is in located in India. I want to make a branch office in the UK. So my branch office become labeled as uk.neiltech.com. That is called a second option. Then what is the meaning of third option? Add a domain controller to an existing domain. What does it mean? Okay, before that, first you understand what is the first option. Add a new domain. When you selected this option, the first controller, first domain controller, what we are saying it is first domain controller. This is called as root domain controller, first DC. First DC, it is also called as primary domain controller or shortly call it as PDC. This is, I have shared the notes, the third PDF file. In that you will find this PDC. PDC means first domain controller or the primary domain controller. This primary domain controller is existed. So I want one backup for this. Backup domain controller is called as BDC or additional domain controller, shortly called as ADC. Why I need a backup? Consider you are working as like a manager in your company. Consider you are going on a leave. So someone has to take care of this managerial task. So what we will allot, we will find like a deputy manager or assistant manager. Why the one more manager is required? Just to take care of the manager task. It may be a leave, it may be a transaction or anything. Are you getting my point? So though it's in every bank, there is only one branch manager. But if that branch manager goes on leave, so somebody will be like a backup branch manager. Those they will call it like a DCM or DBM, deputy branch manager. So means if branch manager doesn't exist, he will take care of it. Similarly here, when the first domain controller existed, you want to create a backup for this. In that you will select the first option, that is add a domain controller to an existing domain. Are you clear everyone? हेलो सो गए
Okay,
क्या
sir.
तुम?
Clear, sir. Clear.
हाँ हाँ ओके ठीक है
So
नाउ
first one,
ओके
sir. First one is
first
the
option is
primary.
for creating backup domain controller.
Okay, sir.
Second option is to create a subsidiary or a branch office in different country, UK or Canada location, or consider it's like you have opened one more branch office in a see. Suppose you open a Mumbai location or different location, that will not become a branch office. Different country. Okay. Now add a new forest. Add a new forest is nothing but your first domain, first forest. You may come across one situation where one company has acquired one more company. Did you ever come across? For example, you might have heard the vehicle named. Okay, 1 minute, where it is. Okay, do you hear the word called as M&M, Mahindra and Mahindra vehicles? Mahindra and Mahindra. Mahindra and Mahindra is nothing but uh, okay. Let's consider coming back to the basic part. You know the Airtel SIM provider. Now Airtel is going to acquire the Tata Group, Tata Play. You know the Tata Play. Tata Play is a DTS service provider. Just giving an example here. So when this is Airtel is a what? This is one domain. Tata Play is a one domain. Consider this company is acquired by Airtel. What will happen? This will become a subsidiary of this parent company. One company has purchased another company, means this is the parent company, this is a subsidiary company. Now in that time, see earlier what is the status? Tata plays a different company. This is a one forest. Airtel is a one company. This is a one forest. Now this company is acquired by Airtel, means what? Tata Play become a subsidiary or a branch or like a one more company of the Airtel, part of the Airtel. In that time, you won't find a Tata Play name. Later, they will rename it as a. They will give a different name like Airtel DTH. Some different name they will give. They will what they will use for the outside market. It's a Tata Play, but once the Tata Play is completely acquired, then they will get different domain name. That is the secondary part. But as of now, what I am trying to explain here is when this company will become acquired, this will become a subsidiary. This part will learn in the later section. Just giving an example, that will also happening. Suppose if the company is acquired, then they will create one trust relationship that is called as external trust. That will learn in the later section. But suppose you want to create a one more forest you want to add to the existing forest, then also you are using the similar options. That will learn in the later section. This one I'll leave as it is. Okay, this is you understood. Now once you select the first option, add new forest, here you have to type the name. What name? I have to type the name as whatever, neiltech.com, or your name as like kumar.com, viva.com, chetan.com. There you can give name. Okay, later that, after that you have to type select this option. What is the select? It will ask the administrator username, un and password. Suppose what is the user administrator name here? Kumar is there, no? That one you have to give. Okay, first, and before that it will, if you select this option, here it will search for whether that neiltech.com domain name is existed or not. Are you getting my point? Today I am creating, some other day someone might have used the same name, so it should not be like a duplicate name. So in that context, what will do, that server will look for that service, that ADDS service will search whether that name is existed or somebody is used or not. Simple. Suppose you are asking some fancy number to your car registration time, you will ask on some fancy number. What they will do, RTO office, they will check whether that number is used by someone else or is it a fresh number. Are you agree with